What's poppin', y'all? It's your boy Pee Wee the Plug, and I know exactly what y'all thinking. Where is the San Antonio Spurs rebuild? What does this mean for the San Antonio Spurs rebuild? Is the Spurs rebuild done? The question that all of y'all are probably asking right now, and the answer is no. For the first time in my YouTube career, we're going to be doing two rebuilds at once. We're going to be finishing up the Spurs rebuild as we go through the playoffs right now. And while we're doing that, on the backside, we're going to be starting up this Utah Jazz stuff. The Jazz is just too interesting for me to not touch. I had so many ideas. I wanted to do the Knicks, maybe the Hornets, and build around LaMelo. But when I seen the Jazz have all of the drama, the early first-round exit, they've been in the back of my mind for a while now, so I'm excited to finally be getting it started. First and foremost, shout out to my boy Casual Bryan. He has this scenario where it's everything to its exact date. This is what May 6th it says, but he has it right as of May 11th. And I just force win all of the teams. So if we just go through the games, it'll make everybody even. Yeah. Everybody's even except this one up here. The hell, they won't let me get up there. Okay, cool. So we got the playoffs down. Everything is exactly how it's supposed to be as of today. All my Xbox users, the gamer tag will be in the description in case you forget, Casual Space Bryan, but I'll have it all out there. We also use, just so y'all know now, just get it out the way, because every time I do something new, everybody asks, what's up with those ratings? Why are they the same rating? You have to ignore the ratings. Attention to detail rosters they don't prioritize ratings. They really look at tendencies, obviously ratings, but then the badges. The badge count is always what's highlighted. Like it was presented to me, they tell you the same way it is when you make a my player. Would you rather have a 90 my player with 2 badges, or would you rather have an 87 or 86 my player with 40 badges? You're probably going to go with the player with 40 badges. That's how it is with attention to detail. They have the best rosters. I can vouch for them. Don't even worry about the numbers or anything that you see. Okay, or worry about it, but just don't overly value it. Okay, it's just part of the process. But trust me. Anyway, we're trading Donovan Mitchell. I'm 90% sure Donovan Mitchell is the guy we're going to trade between the two. As much as I like Donovan Mitchell, he's going to give me back the bigger return, other than what Rudy would get me. I don't think I'm getting anything significant with Rudy. I don't think he's bringing back anything astronomical. Donovan, on the other hand, could bring me back some young players and a pick. The pick is what we're valuing the most, because the Jazz don't have any picks at all. And we want somebody fresh and new in the lottery of this draft that we can put into the mix. Not necessarily build around, because I don't think we're going to get a top 5 pick for Donovan, but just somebody who can come in and be featured, and we can develop and grow within our organization as we compete and continue to build up. Overall, look at the roster. I like Jared Butler a lot. I like Mike Conley. I just don't like him for $24 to $25 million a year, not at age 34. And I do think, even though it's attention to detail and I love them, I don't think that this is an updated playoff version of the rosters. This is probably pre-playoffs, because 24 badges and 86 overall is a very, very generous thing, unless they know that he's going to have a hard regress in free agency or after the offseason, which is probably likely. But for us going forward, I want to see him in a role where he's probably mentoring a younger guard like Jared Butler, or anybody that we get in free agency or via the draft, trade, whatever. Want to see him be a mentor, off the bench guard for us, and hopefully we can find a situation in the future to trade him. May not happen this offseason, but that's kind of where our mind at. As far as Mike Conley, Jared Butler, definitely want to try to give him some minutes and see what he can do on this team. Jordan Clarkson is a guy that I like a lot. Y'all know how much I love Jordan Clarkson, but at 29, he probably won't fit the timeline. And I think there is probably a team that would like a off the bench spark plug like him that could probably give us something that we would value a little bit more. Definitely want to give Nickeil Alexander-Walker some run and some opportunity to grow and develop. Royce O'Neal is just like Jordan Clarkson. If we're trading Donovan Mitchell and kind of retooling / rebuilding, I could definitely see him being traded to a playoff caliber team, 3-and-D wing. Maybe somebody like the Grizzlies. I know they have like 3-4 first round picks. Maybe we give him up to them for like one of their back end draft picks, because we have no first round picks. Bogdanovich, I think I'll keep the 1-year deal for now. I'll keep. He'll have a 1-year deal next year for like 19 million. That's a good deal to keep. I like him in the front court next to Rudy as far as spacing the floor, being able to knock down shots and guard his man. And then a lot of these other guys are expiring deals that we'll probably let walk. Hassan Whiteside, Isaac Buki, and these guys will probably walk, and we'll just retool through free agency and the draft. Sim through the round, get through the rest of the playoffs. We got the Warriors and Suns in the Western Conference Finals, and we have a repeat matchup of last year's finals. And the Suns win. Devin Booker's your finals MVP, averaged 32, 5, and 4 with a steal, 46%, 44% from 3. Very, very good series for him. Shout out to Devin Booker with that Mamba mentality, getting his first finals MVP. Melo, we're not going to let you retire yet. Neither is Iguodala, neither is Ariza, neither is Millsap, neither is Jeff Green. A lot of these guys I can see coming back for another year. Definitely PJ Tucker. Udonis Haslem, we're letting them hang him up. And Jeff Teague, I don't think anybody would sign, so we'll let them go. Staff retirements. Alvin Gentry is out of there. The Kings drove him into retirement. Shout out to Alvin. He had a good run while it lasted out there. And jersey retirements, league meetings. Let's reject everything because the rules on 2K that they try to change suck. Draft lottery. This is important. So the draft lottery is very important. I see some teams out there that I think could be trade partners. The Pacers are a team, depending on where they land. We hope that they don't get a top 5 pick because they're not going to trade a top 5 pick for Donovan Mitchell, I don't believe. The Thunder have 2 picks, or 3 picks in the lottery. Hopefully, we'll explore to see if the Thunder could be a trade partner. That's something to keep in y'all minds. And the Knicks have 2 lottery picks, and also maybe a Kings or Grizzlies. There's a lot of teams up here that could be trade partners for us. The way that this lottery goes will determine our trade partner. The Pacers having the #1 pick kind of sucks. Good for them, but they had a lot of the pieces as far as money and things to match that we liked. Chris Duarte, Buddy Hield, Malcolm Brogdon. The money would have definitely matched. Tyrese Halliburton, Donovan Mitchell, and Miles Turner is a nice little core group to have going forward. But they have the first overall pick. Where did the Knicks land? The Knicks are at 12. The Trailblazers are at 7, but the Trailblazers probably won't have interest in pairing Damian Lillard with Donovan Mitchell and redoing the small miniature backcourt. The San Antonio Spurs are at 10. Maybe it's something there. They have a lot of young players on their team. I don't know how the money would match because a lot of young players are making smaller amounts of money. The Grizzlies, I don't know how much the Grizzlies would value Donovan Mitchell. I think they've done a good job with their backcourt. Pairing Ja with Desmond Bane, I think that fits. They don't need a smaller 2-guard who's trying to shoot a lot of the ball. Maybe the Kings, maybe a spark for them. Put him in the backcourt with De'Aaron Fox. The Kings are always a team that's looking to make some type of jump or spark of getting talent because they really don't do a good job of developing it. Maybe the Thunder. The Thunder have the 6th overall pick. They have the 14th overall pick, and they have the 30th overall pick. Maybe something there. We can go look at some of these teams real quick though, just out of curiosity and just to paint a picture for y'all. Donovan Mitchell to some of these teams. The first team we'll start off with is the Kings. I think they had the highest pick with like 8. Donovan makes around $30 million. Maybe something with Harrison Barnes. What does Harrison Barnes overall statistics look like? 85-3 is nice. 84 free throw. Perimeter defense is what? Perimeter defense is 80. Lateral quickness is 74. Help defense is 82. Wouldn't be bad. Do they have any young talent that I like? Davion and Donovan will be on the same team if we didn't include Davion in this trade. But yeah, maybe a Harrison Barnes, Davion. Let's see. Harrison Barnes, Davion Mitchell, and the 8th overall pick. It seemed like a weak ass package, but again, I'm overly valuing that draft pick. The 8th pick, we could probably do something really, really nice. Harrison Barnes, Bogdanovich on the wings. They're kind of redundant, but I think Bogdanovich could get away with playing a 3. I'm not really. I like the pick, but I don't like the players. The next team, I believe, is the Knicks. The Knicks had the 12th pick, if I'm not mistaken. Knicks were at 12. We have so much to work with the Knicks. We can just throw Evan Fournier with that 12th pick. Throw Cam Reddish. And what I like about the Knicks is they have the wings. I'm really looking for wings. I want wing depth players who can play the wing. And with this pick, I can draft a guard or a backcourt player. Jaden Hardy is somebody I would have in mind with one of these 8 to 12 picks or this lottery pick that I'm trying to aim for. And then on the back end, if we get like a Grizzlies trade with Royce O'Neal for one of their late first round picks, EJ Liddell is definitely somebody I'm going to have my eyes on. This is the type of trade I would want with the Knicks. Maybe ask for one more player, maybe a Quentin Grimes or something. But I definitely want to let them keep Obi. I definitely want them to keep quickly Mitch, RJ, and Julius. I don't want Julius Randle's contract. I really don't like the way he would play with Rudy. Definitely don't think the Knicks would move RJ Barrett. And Mitch Robinson is on an expiring deal. We already have Rudy. And then quickly and Toppin, I think the Knicks can keep. You know what I mean? I not that I wouldn't want them. Not sure if I actually would want Obi Toppin. I don't think Obi Toppin's defense would match with what we need to have around Rudy. Not around Rudy, but with Rudy, because we're not building around Rudy. We're just featuring him and just trying to make this team as best as we can while we accumulate talent. But I think, yeah, maybe Quentin Grimes. You know what I mean? You're giving up some wing players and some guards, but you're getting an electrifying guard, and we're, you know what I mean? The least you can do is give us these guys because we're not asking for anybody else. Any of their top tier young players quickly Toppin. We're not asking RJ. We're not asking for Mitch. And then we're still also letting you keep Randall and Randall, RJ quickly. Because now what? You bring in Donovan Mitchell. He's the 2. RJ's the 3. Randall's the 4. You still have Mitch as the 5. And you have Rose can play point guard. Quickly is still a 6-man. You have free agency and you can deal with whatever. We may even throw somebody else in. I just don't know. Maybe Rudy Gay or something. But if we put in Rudy Gay, it's too much money. So maybe we'll just do something like this. This is just idea. I really want y'all to give me feedback in the comments. Not necessarily approving deals or whatever, but the team that y'all think we match up with the best. And then the Thunder. The Thunder have an abundance of picks. And what I like about the Thunder with Donovan Mitchell is the same thing I kind of like with the Pacers. The Pacers have Tyrese Halliburton as their point guard. So the thing about the Pacers is if they didn't get the first overall pick, a Donovan Mitchell and Tyrese Halliburton backcourt isn't as much of a problem as it is Mike Conley and Donovan Mitchell, because they're both like 6'1" miniature. But if you go to the Pacers, he's 6'5". It kind of, you know, neutralizes the fact that Donovan Mitchell is a smaller 2. Same thing with the Thunder, because they're offensive initiators. Shea and Giddey are so big. You could slide in Donovan Mitchell and you wouldn't even notice. 6'1", he can guard the point guards. Shea has good size to guard the 2s. Giddey can be like Joe Ingles and guard 3s, but still initiate the offense. We would probably want what? How? Now that's the question. Do we even need to make the money match? Because they probably have such a big budget. Yeah, see, they have so much cap space that they literally can take on $30 million of Donovan Mitchell's contract with only giving up $3 million of Trey Mann's contract. So to be honest with you, I would either want 14 and 30 or 6. I would want 6. I'm trying to think what would be available at 6 that would make them, like, if this was a top 4 pick, obviously I'm not even asking for it, because you got Chet, Jabari, Paolo, even Jaden Ivey. But now that you're out of that sweepstakes, you're probably even out of the Shaedon Sharpe sweepstakes at 5. What are we talking about? Now you're choosing between Donovan Mitchell or Johnny Davis, Donovan Mitchell or Benedict Mathurin, Johnny Davis or Keegan Murray. Yeah, maybe 6. Give me 6, man. And I guess the only thing I can get is Dort. Everybody else is like that I like has deals. It'll be interesting. Like 2K in next year's game, 2K definitely got to come up with signing trades. And I'm sorry, the Grizzlies are killing the Warriors right now, so I keep peeking over there a little bit. Baisley, I like. See, Pokashevsky, I like Poku. It would be good if I could do a sign and trade and kind of get these guys involved. Maybe I can try my own unique way of doing a sign and trade to get them, but that would be more of a deal. I would even let them keep Dort and probably try to ask for one or I'll maybe, yeah. I would probably want to do, they both only got one badge. Baisley is a live threat. They got Poku as a stretch. Poku shoots the 3-ball better. His mid-range is better. He shoots the ball a lot better. Free throws is better. Baisley obviously dunks the ball better and handles the ball better. Passing goes to Poku. Defense, though, is the big thing. Defense is the big thing. Perimeter defense, neither one of them. The defense is terrible with both of them. At least Poku is almost a 70 on the interior. Lateral quickness is probably terrible for Poku, I'm guessing. Yes, 50 to 75. Neither one of them are lights out defensively. Baisley has good hustle. It's some stuff we can work with, but yeah, man. Isaiah Roby is expired deal. He doesn't want anything to do with OKC as far as signing. But yeah, it's an interesting this is an interesting team. Like, the Thunder. Are the Thunder ready to trade in some of the assets and young pieces to go get a Donovan Mitchell and a Shea, Donovan, and Giddey trio is kind of high because Giddey's a passer, Shea can score, but sometimes if he's the focus, it can be overwhelming. So to have somebody like Donovan be out there with him to relieve some of that stress, you can kind of go back and forth. I'm trying to see who else is a trade factor as far as the lottery. How did the lottery go? The Grizzlies I just don't see the Grizzlies wanting him. The Spurs, the Wizards, they have Beal. The Hornets don't really make too much sense. And I really want to, y'all let me know. Look at some of these teams. Y'all tell me what y'all think. I'm leaning towards like the Knicks, maybe the Kings. The Kings just don't have shit, man. It's going to be very hard for me to trade Donovan Mitchell to the Kings for Harrison Barnes and Davion Mitchell in the 8th pick. I value that 8th pick a lot, but I damn near rather take the Knicks at 4 spots below them in the draft order at 12, and I can at least get Reddish, Grimes, and Fournier versus damn Harrison Barnes and Davion Mitchell. The Knicks are definitely the lead. We're probably going to go with the Knicks one. Y'all give me feedback. Let me know if there's any teams that y'all see that y'all like. Or anything out there that y'all possibly think could be better. As far as coaching goes, I'm gonna be real with y'all. I'm probably going to sign this guy right here. Let's try to find him really quick before we end this. I'm not doing episode 2, by the way, without y'all feedback. I'm definitely gonna wait for y'all to let it be known what y'all think I should do in the comments. This is who I want to sign as my head coach. I want to sign Mike D'Antoni. I think Rudy is going to do what he does defensively and anchor us. I'm going to go out and find guys who can defend on the perimeter as best as they can with great help defense. But we're going to let Mike D'Antoni allow us to be one of the most exciting offenses. I want to space the floor, throw lobs to Rudy whenever the chances come, and let Rudy defensive eliteness, I guess, lead us into a transition, fast-paced, exciting basketball. We want to put up a lot of points. I want to be a nice, exciting team. I want us to lock up with Rudy anchoring us and then go on offense and just do whatever you want to do. Space the floor, Rudy, come pick and roll, whoever's our point guard. And hopefully we have a couple of guys in the backcourt that can be, that can be elite firepower scores. That can be explosive scores is the word, explosive. The thing that's tripping me out, though, with 2K is I want y'all to see something real quick. On the left side of the screen, you have his profile. And if you look at offensive coaching, he has 1.5 stars. And if you look at defensive coaching, he has 3 stars. In what world, 2K, has Mike D'Antoni ever been a better defensive coach than offense? Mike D'Antoni is literally known for offense and offense only. So why the hell does he have more defensive stars? We got to get it together, 2K. But let's just try to get D'Antoni the budget. We're going to give him the budget. 4.20 for a 20. He's tentative. Come on now. He rejected it. So now off camera, I'm going to have to go and re-offer him something and hope that he is not signed, because I don't know why. Some coaches want, literally, they make it impossible to sign guys. But appreciate y'all tuning in. We'll handle all the coaching stuff off camera. That's the least important part of this. Y'all just tell me what y'all seen with those offers. Where should we send Donovan? And what package do y'all think is the best? This is the start of the Utah Jazz series. Again, the Spurs series is still going. Do not panic. Much love, Pee Wee the Plug. I'll see y'all soon. I'm out. Peace.